Hey everybody, my name is Dawn and welcome to my channel Faithfully Living, where we learn how to study the Bible together. In this video, we are going to be going over the Timothy Bible study method. So the Timothy Bible study method is based off of 2 Timothy 3:16. So I'm going to read it in two different versions here for you, the King James and then the NIV. So the King James says, "All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and instruction in righteousness." And then the NIV says, "All scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness." So you can see in these passages how scripture is important for us in our lives today. So you have doctrine, which is going to be teaching, reproof, rebuking. Rebuking is a sharp or stern disapproval. Correction is correcting, and then instruction in righteousness is going to be training. So we can use these four different areas to dig into the meaning and relevance of scripture by asking key questions in each of these four areas, and our answers to these questions can effectively guide us as we evaluate and apply scripture passages to our lives. So let's take a closer look at the four categories in 2 Timothy 3:16. So the first one is going to be doctrine or teaching. So doctrine is a biblical truth. It's a truth that reveals to us what is right according to God. It could be truth as far as what is salvation, who God is, who is Jesus Christ, what is the Bible. It helps to reveal to us God's character and how we ought to live according to His Word. So some questions that we could ask regarding teachings or doctrines within a particular passage. We could ask, what does the passage say about God? What did you learn about His character, referring to God, His purpose, or His power? And then also, what is the truth taught here? So the next one is going to be reproof or rebuking. Rebuking means to express sharp or stern disapproval. So when you are reading a particular passage and you're looking at the truth, you're looking at, is there some way in this passage that shows you that you have fallen short? Have you sinned? Have you done something wrong? Does this passage tell you some kind of action that you are not doing? So you can ask yourself questions like, what is the wrongdoing revealed in this verse? Are you falling short of God's expectations? If so, how? And then where and how is this sin taking place? So it's more of a self-examination. So the third one is going to be correction or correcting, which reveals how to get it right. So you're going to be looking at, what do you need to do the right thing? What actions or plans that you need to make to correct the problem that you have? So some questions you can ask yourself would be, what is the opposite of my sin? What action do I need to do to get back on track? So the last one is going to be instruction in righteousness or training. So this is going to allow us to develop discipline to continue to live rightly. Now that you know where you've fallen short and what you need to do to get back on track, you're going to need to develop some disciplines, some good habits to grow in this area of need. So some questions you can ask yourself is, what do you need to do to stay on track and live an orderly and godly life? And then what kind of support or assistance should you get to be effective in this change? Because you're going to need to study. You might need some accountability to help you grow in this area that you have identified. So when you're utilizing the Timothy method, just know that all passages of scripture does not fall into this pattern. Say for instance, things like promises, but it's a good way to study Proverbs, the epistles of Paul, and even the teachings of Jesus. So I hope this video was helpful for you in learning the Timothy method. It's another tool that you can use as you're studying or reading through the Bible. Do me a favor by subscribing and liking to this channel and video, and thanks for watching.